and I'm very excited about this. And Chris, I think you'll have some
Tell me more.
stuff to put into this. But this leans into what we talked about with the DCEU and like that pipe dream of like give us the collection of bad guys that team up together from the bad guys' point of view.
Yeah.
Okay. Supposedly, after the production of Blade, so we know Blade's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wesley Snipes is supposed to come back. Supposedly,
You
after
better pay his fucking taxes.
pay your taxes.
And open your eyes.
Supposedly, after the production of Blade, they are supposed to begin production on Midnight Suns.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm curious about that one. I
Play
don't
the
know
game.
much about it, but
Play the game. It's free.
okay.
Here's what interests me.
All right. Like,
It's a strategy game. It's a turn-based strategy game. You'll like it.
okay. That actually is kind of up my alley.
Here's what really interests me about it is because, I mean, the guys that are in the Midnight Suns are good guys, but you see some of our more anti-hero personalities like Ghost Rider. So where my brain goes is, could this be a way to start a grittier, darker Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, the Midnight Suns are generally, I wouldn't say they're anti-heroes one and all, but the Midnight...
No, the group itself is not, but they have
No.
more of them in there.
They have more of them in there, but what I would say that they all definitely are is they are all outcast.
Yes.
They're all loners. They're all people who don't fit in with, like, the normal cliques. Like, Magic was, her brother is Colossus, and
Yeah.
she lived in the X-Mansion for a while with Wolverine and didn't fit in there, so she went with the Midnight Suns. Same thing with Nico. She's a magician, witch of some sort. Her parents were insane cultists to some crazy god. She split off.
Oh,
and-
that old chestnut.
that
Yeah.
old chestnut. You know how it goes. You know, and you have Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, you know, Blade, obviously.
Oh, it's one of those like, okay, all the
We're all misfits together.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, nobody gets us but
Yeah.
us. And it's a fun vibe.
We're just a bunch of misfits. Starts playing in the background every time they're in the lobby.
But yeah, no, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the game. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, just the depth of, like, you know, character development and stuff that happened in that game was just phenomenal. I mean, I've talked about it before, even on this podcast, but, like, I went painting with Doctor Strange and went fishing with Blade.
I hope they introduce that in the movies. Like, just
Well, and that's the next thing that my curiosity comes into is it going to be a movie or is it going to be a series?
Probably a series.
I'm hoping it'll be a series if they're going to have that many
or
characters.
probably like again limited series. It might be like 8 episodes.
Right.
You
They just
know?
got to do it right.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That would be a fun one from a limited series perspective, that if you're going to redo Ghost Rider, if you're going to introduce Blade, give them all their own standalone series and or movies,
Yeah.
then bring them together. Like what Marvel did in the past with the
With the
original
Avengers.
Yes, with the
Yes.
original Avengers. That's the way to
That
do it.
formula worked.
It did.
Because we fell in love with all of them, and
Yep.
then they all came together, and then it was like they went back, like defeated the big bad, went back, did their own shit like normal, but they still kept in contact, and
Yep.
it just
Yeah,
kind of worked. And I feel like all the misfit toys can do that too.
they can.
They can.